So you've seen the overview video on project configuration for doing cable test. Now I'm going to show you some more advanced features on the NetXpert XG. So first we'll go back into cable test, and you'll see that we have a list of projects. So let's say I got called to another job, so I was on the stadium project, and you can see stadium is still listed in the NetXpert as the current project, but maybe I got called to Park West Hospital to go do a couple more runs that they just got installed. So I can hit load project, and you can see now that Park West Hospital is now loaded. Customer is HOS Construction, and the site is Park. All right. The other feature that we have here is that maybe you want your report to be in a PDF, or maybe you want it in a CSV file so you can dump the data into your own custom report. So you have all those options that you can click for this project so that that report can be in the format that you want it in. So let me show you some other not so common features on the cable type. All right, so currently we have the Cat6 shielded twisted pair cable selected for the project, and we've defined tests and cables using this type. And that's why these are grayed out. Okay, so that's important to know. So if you wanted to use this cable type again or adjust this, you need to delete those tests so that these will then be enabled for you to use them. So for example, I can come over here to cable test. I can delete all of these. Let's say I just accidentally labeled the test wrong. So you can see that they're now deleted under cable labeling. And if I go back to type, you can now see that my Cat6 shielded twisted pair cable type is now, now I can change the settings. They're not grayed out. So if I wanted to change that to no shield, I can do that now. Also, if I make changes, make sure that you hit apply changes, and then if you want that to be your current cable type, set to current cable type. All right. Now, once I come back into cable labeling and I add the cables, if I go back to cable type, you can see that now these cables are defined and in use, and that's why these are grayed out. Okay, so one more thing over here on the cable labeling. Let's say that I want a special separator character and not just the dash. All right, so I can clear my label, and you can see that the label disappeared. If I want the cable to be in my name, and then now I want a special separator, I can click in this field, and then I get a keyboard. So I can click on the characters, and maybe I want an underscore character. You know, maybe I want, actually let me delete the dash, underscore, or I could do a %, $, exclamation point. I can select whatever I want to. All right, so now cable's in the name, my separator is an underscore. I can put the ID in there, hit the separator again, and you can see it's an underscore, and then I can add cables. And now you can see that an underscore is in my cable label. So you also have some other test tools. Let's say that maybe the test didn't pass in the field, and you need to run a few extra or special tests. So I can go into tools, and I have specialized tools just for wire map and margin. I can do just BERT tests. And also for these wire map and margin and BERT tests, I can do something called continuous testing. So I can click the checkbox here, hit test, and it'll continuously run. So let's say that I think that I have a bad connector. I can set the test up, let it continuously run. As I'm fixing the connector and get everything set and plugged in, it's going to tell me when things are passing and when the connector is fixed. Also, you have tone generator. So I can locate my cables, and we have a few active network tests too. So I can do a port discovery, or I can blink a link light on a switch. If you have a topic that you'd like for us to cover on the NetXpert XG, then put your suggestions in the comments below.